Hello everyone, and welcome to the Best of 2017 video series, courtesy of Lehigh Valley Underground. My name is Gerard Longo. I am the founder and editor-in-chief of Lehigh Valley Underground. Sorry about the hair, it's flopping down a little bit. And I will be joined throughout this series by a number of special guests from across our music scene who will be gushing like fanboys and girls about their favorites from the year. And I have joining me, we're going to talk about best albums of 2017 first. And I have joining me, to my left, Mr. Mike Roi, frontman of Roi and the Secret People. And Ann Thatcher, host of The Balcony Show on WLVU, the sound of
Cheers!
Balcony's on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern on WLVU. Thanks so much for coming out.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Pleasure's all mine, trust me. So, well, yeah, I mean, who wants to hang out with me on their Sunday? But anyway, so we're going to talk about best albums. And Mr. Roi, why don't we start with you? Talk about something that really resonated with you
this year. Probably one of my favorite local albums this year would be the Acoustic Kitty Project's Saturday Night. It's just from start to finish. It's got a lot of great songs on it that I've had the privilege of kind of watched and have seen both live and at Carter's house him write. And you know, being close with a lot of the guys in the band and things like that, it's been really neat to see that whole album come together through all their live shows and the way that they recorded it. They really wanted that live feel to come across as well, which just came out to be the album's an epic album. I love it.
Agreed.
So yeah, so there was that album, and my other buddy Sean Cav Ensemble, Polygons, instrumentalist, bass-oriented band. It's almost like this prog rock jazz kind of feel. An amazing group. If you ever get a chance to see them, I definitely think you should. I was about to say something and it slipped. I don't know what.
That's okay.
But yeah. So, you know, those two albums have been great. There's been just a bunch of albums locally. A lot of people are just outputting so many albums this year, which is fantastic. I don't know if anybody really kept track of album output from local artists in the past.
I think we should do that. I think we'll make that your job.
Oh,
there we go. You're hired.
Good job. But I would say between 2016 2017, literally almost everybody I know has put a record out, which has just been a phenomenal thing. So
it has been.
You know, and so kudos to all of those studios helping the music scene as well.
Cheers.
So Ann, we'll move to you. What are some of your favorites from the year?
Okay, it's tough for me because obviously I have a lot of musicians on the balcony throughout the year, but I'm going to go to the ones that I preferably just like to play.
Turn it off there.
Rofo Audio put out an album called Reach, and honestly, there's not a song on that album that I don't like.
Yeah, agreed.
Fold. I have played Fold probably so that it like squeaks. And so I got to go to my digital one because my CD is getting like worn out. That's like my number one. And then of course Roi put out Truck Stop Sushi this year, and that's another one that I play a lot. So I'm gonna pat him on the back for that. Check out both of those because I guarantee you once you listen to them, you will not put them down. And then Beautiful Distortion. Come on. They put out a Christmas album.
Oh, the Mr. Grinch on that album? Dave Dahl's vocals. I didn't mean to jump
No,
here,
go ahead.
That is spot on.
We Three Kings? Come on. If you don't have a Christmas album and you haven't been in the spirit yet, then go and get the Beautiful Distortion. What's the name?
Merry Christmas or Else.
Merry Christmas or
Merry
Else.
Christmas or
It's
Else.
got a gingerbread cookie with the leg bitten off. You won't forget it.
That gingerbread man doesn't look too happy either.
So those are my three. Beautiful Distortion, Merry Christmas or Else. I was going to say the lovely.
The lovely and talented Mike Roi.
The amazing Mike Roi and Truck Stop Sushi. Pick that one up. And last but not least, Rofo Audio. Reach.
I'm going to give mine a couple that we've already talked about. Of course, Acoustic Kitty Project Saturday Night, like you said, just, you know, start to finish, just a brilliant album. Also, I do have to give you credit here for Truck Stop Sushi. just the studio cuts and also the live cuts, which were recorded right here in Studio 73, by the way, by Mr. John Paul DeBard, who's cheering for himself off camera right now. Two more of note that I want to talk about is Coverage's Where We Left Off EP. Brilliant, dynamic songwriter.
Yeah, that too.
He's such a talented, just brilliant songwriter. And the world is his oyster. I think he's young enough and talented enough to really make a go at it. And that EP is like, the case for that, I think. The Gate's a great song. You have the author on that album, which has so many dynamic shifts, like brilliant work. And I also want to just draw attention, although it's a little outside the valley, to the Wayside Shakeups Can't Control the Night. They're based out of Philly. And another album, very versatile. You have some funk influence, you have some roots rock, also a little bit of like psych and prog toward the end. And really, definitely a band worth checking out, the Wayside Shakeup, if you haven't had the chance yet. So I think that does it for us. Tell us what your favorite albums are out there in LVU land.
There's a lot of them.
There are a lot. And make sure you discover the ones, if you haven't yet, that we talked about.
Oh, I can't go without mentioning Lee Del Rey, because that oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of the, I'm terrible, but that made 39 on the World Indie Chart for, or the actual blues chart.
Nice.
So check out Lee Del Rey's. I can't.
Newest album.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
That as well.
Yeah.
Brand new
responses?
man. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
brand new man.
brand new man.
Come to me.
Share the links of your albums.
Yes, share the links, and we'll link to some of the ones that we talked about here today.
And if you want to get on,
Of
be a part
course.
of the Sound of the Underground.
Yeah, of course. You can email us submissions at WLVUradio.com. And also, if you want us to review your music, LehighValleyUnderground@gmail.com.
There you go.
Sounds great.
Plenty more still to come throughout the month here. We'll be back.
Have a
Hey,
good
now.
one.